Have you guys tried to tell someone to like cut back on the sugar? Or you've got a friend that's depressed or maybe suicidal, or a friend that's on the edge of breaking up, or maybe in a violent relationship, and you want to kind of tell them what to do, but it doesn't quite work. Well, that's honestly how I largely got into coaching. I wanted to tell my friends some really obvious stuff, but it wasn't working. So I fell into this NLP and a lot later coaching. It was actually another 8 or so years later before I did my first professional coaching course. Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday, and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions, and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy. I tried to do a bit of what we call this logical levels. So up the top here, if you can see the screen, existence. We exist in this world and we are constantly changing, but I said there's 2 types of change, maybe more. You got natural change and accelerated change. Accelerated change is largely communication. There are other elements of accelerated change, but communication is a key element. Communication can go, I broke communication down 2 ways, which is one way. Someone that has books, movies, podcasts, features, one-way communication, and you have a multi-way of communication. Multi-way communication can be conversations, coaching, therapies, mentoring, counseling, consultants, leaderships, teachers, teaching. There's a few more ways, but you see these are kind of levels. These are what we call logical levels as a way of categorizing it, right? Like zucchinis are a type of vegetable, which is a type of food. Yeah. So when we have these levels, you can pick off coaching, and then from coaching, I went down on coaching. So when we go down on coaching, you might have business coaching, ICF coaching, IAC coaching, EMCC coaching, generative coaching. I'm a member of them, I think. You got a whole variety of other forms of coaching. You've also got like performance coaching, behavioral coaching, Tony Robbins coaching, identity coaching, speaker coaching, transformational coaching, and a whole variety of coaching. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is because I know some people that have an ICF coaching and they think that's it. Or some people might have generative coaching or a Tony Robbins course and they think that's it. And that's okay. But these are all many different forms of coaching. And this is why and how I want to get you out of the box a little bit. So a lot of ICF coaches might just be thinking here, ICF coaching. But why are you actually doing this for anyway? What's your higher purpose? What's your higher purpose? And have you considered doing other things? Now, if you're a coach and you're a bit stuck, and this happens a lot, happened for me, I'll put 2 hands up for that. I was struggling a little bit to get coaching clients. And one thing I was considering was therapy. I was considering doing like a certificate 4 in therapy and going to work at a clinic in my town. There's a couple of clinics here and they are now hiring certificate 4 life coaches, but they also need to have a therapy qualification. So even though I love coaching, there's an actual business which I can go and work for as a therapist. I just got to do 1 year training and I can go work there as a therapist. Yeah. But do you think I might be able to go into this organization and maybe do an internship? maybe I could go to this organization that does therapy. Maybe I can go and do something else then. So if I'm like not getting enough coaching clients, yeah, I can go on Instagram and Instagram the hell out of myself and try to get a client. Or maybe I could go down and be an intern at a clinic. Has anyone considered that? A couple more little ideas for you. So you could intern at a clinic. You could actually pick up a therapy qualification, work in a place doing basic therapies. Yeah. You could go to a business, coach a business owner. You could coach all his staff. Yeah. You could find an industry like medical, and you can provide your services, perhaps for free first, because it's not necessarily for free, but it's often easier to do at a reduced rate or a trial or an intern to start. But if you're going to leave China and go back to the States or Australia, or if you're in the country, you know, like us, where we already have these clinics, these businesses, what's stopping us from going into those businesses and doing a little trial and seeing how we can actually get a job employing our coaching skills from day dot? I had a business client. I saw her after session 2-3, she sent her husband around to see me. So then I'm coaching her husband. She's up to session 5 or so. He's up to session 2-3. And then I go out to their business and I start coaching their team. Yeah. Every Friday afternoon, all the tradies come in. I'm there a little bit early. I'll see the boss. I get in there a little bit early. I'll see the boss. We'll have a coffee. We'll have a bit of a coffee chat. And then the tradies will come in and I'll walk out. They'll be unloading their car. I'll just walk out. Hey, what's going on, boys? You know, and I have a bit of a chat. And I'll say to one of them, hey, I heard about what you did last week. Good job, mate. Good job. You know, and I'd encourage them and motivate them. And sometimes the tradies would sit down and I'd be like, hey, can we have a chat? Yep. After going to this place for about 2 months, I was doing a little coaching with every single person in their business. Yeah. And every Friday or sometimes Monday, Tuesday, when I felt like it, I would go out there extra early on a Monday, Tuesday morning. And I would see him on a Monday, Tuesday morning, give him a high five, get him up. You know, the business doubled, like 1.5 years, the size of the business doubled. And how did it start? Just coaching one person. Yeah. As a member of the ICF, I called up all the ICF coaches around my part of Australia. One of them was working with the schools. 10 years ago, I met a beautiful lady. She was a coach for teachers. She had a book. She had a beautiful web page. She had the Facebook page. She had all the marketing brilliantly done. She was a good coach, but she was coaching teachers and she couldn't sell it. 10 years later, I found a woman thriving in it. The thing is, it was the first woman seeing that stuff on Facebook. Maybe she joined, not necessarily Mind Valley, but she joined something online and they told her how to do it. So she did all this stuff that she was advised to do. It had beautiful marketing, beautiful everything. But you know what? Teachers wouldn't pay her. Teachers would not pay her. Teachers don't pay for their professional development. It's all given to them. So there's no way the teacher, so this lady, she spent years doing this. And in the end, back to her job. Meanwhile, the other lady that I got on the phone to succeeded. The way the lady succeeded was zero marketing, or pretty much zero marketing. She was at a school, just like the first lady, but the first lady paid too much attention to the marketing that she was being seen on Facebook, which is why I kind of did this. She was too busy seeing all the marketing and she thought she had to do all this stuff. And then the book made her a real authority, but at the end of the day, she had no clients. Meanwhile, this other lady had no book, no webpage, no business cards, and succeeded. You see that the second lady, she made the relationships with the school. She told them she was studying and she started coaching at school in school hours. Yeah. Give it a couple of years' time, this lady's going to have thousands of hours of coaching, thousands of hours coaching. She's going to have a ton of references. She's going to have a huge credibility. And then she'll be able to quit her job and make 6 figures. You know, then she'll be able to quit her job and do whatever she wants. Yeah. Meanwhile, the first lady's going to have a book, and 10 years later, it's going to be like still no clients. See a problem there?
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.